Alright, Gulf Coast independent wrestling fans, welcome back to Front Row Fanatics as we are continuing our review of Culture Shock Wrestling's 9 years of mayhem that took place at the House of Hardcore. I don't know, I've been drinking a lot of beer, can't remember the date, last Saturday or whatever.
August 31st.
Thank you, producer Lexiandra Page, 31st.
Or 30th or something.
30th or something. The last Saturday of frickin' August, okay? Dig it. This was the semi-main event, a tag team match featuring the team of my close personal friend David Prime and the man-beast, Wild Man Dorian versus my personal favorite Gulf Coast independent wrestling superstar, the master of devastation Cameron Frost, and a returning Omega. That's right.
Omega impression.
There you go.
A lot of heat building up to this match. You know, David Prime and Cameron Frost, they, for a while now, have been the elite.
Right.
And, you know, with Wildman Dorian returning, you know, into the fold things, very interesting match. You know, a lot of people, Omega, as far as I know, has been gone for almost a year.
Right.
So, you know, it's always interesting to see one of the guys come back. And this started off, was what I would consider a 10-star match. A lot of back and forth action. You know, you had the tenacity of David Prime and the strength and size of his partner, Wildman Dorian. And then you had the stylings of Cameron Frost, that hybrid style to Omega's, I don't know what you call it, Area 51 style.
There you go.
And the end of this match saw, Omega saw his own partner, Cameron Frost, lay him out with a super kick, and then it was just basically a gang rape after that. They all jumped on him.
Which kicked ass because I was very pissed at my close personal friend David Prime for turning on his longtime partner in the course of wrestling history over there in Mozzie Head, the master of devastation, Cameron Frost. I was pissed. I was ready to go find David Prime and beat his Alabama football hat wearing ass. But once again, they swerved the gargoyle and it was all part of the elaborate plan, baby. HPW, or under a new name, I don't know. They put the swerve on me. Frost turns on Omega. That's right. Just like you thought I was cheering for you with the Omega shirt on. They swerved you. I swerved you. HPW, Prime, Frost, Dorian. The new unstoppable force in Culture Shock Wrestling as they beat Omega's ass. And I truly, truly pity any fools that get in their way.
Well, I want to add in, as the beating on Omega continued, the first string hit the ring to kind of break things up. And then out of nowhere, Scotty Ray's lays out one of the first string.
Scotty Ray's also has some ties to Frost, Prime, and, you know, not necessarily the HPW clique, but the hybrid clique, as they've been known over the years in the Gulf Coast independent wrestling scene. So, adding Scotty Ray's as a cruiserweight stud to, you know, Wild Man Dorian, the technician David Prime, and the master of devastation Cameron Frost, that looks like a pretty unstoppable faction that is seeming to be forming in Culture Shock Wrestling.
Absolutely. And then to finally settle things down, Mr. Violence John Riker hit the ring, restored order, and then basically told everybody to get out. He had a championship to win.
That's right. And as the body scattered, set up for the main event, and you know, what can you say? It's the House of Hardcore. It was 9 years of mayhem. 9th anniversary show. I've been swilling beer. I'm talking shit. Internet, cut me off at any time, brother, because I'm rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, rambling, bambling, fumbling. What do you want me to tell you?
Well, that's about all for that match. We're going to look forward in a future CSW show. Maybe see Omega get some payback. On a personal note, I just want to say it's been a while since I've seen Omega. Gulf Coast indie wrestling is a better place with you in it, brother, and we are glad to see you back on the scene. It's been a long time. I'm you know, whether you cheer for him or boo him,
absolutely,
I think it's great that he's back. He looks to be in a better place physically, mentally, and I'm glad he's doing okay and back doing what he was made to do, and that's wrestle and entertain the fans.
I hear you, and I give Omega a bunch of shit over the course of, you know, several years in various promotions, but I was glad to see him make his return to the House of Hardcore, and I'm eagerly anticipating on what sort of plans he's going to formulate to get his revenge on Frost, Prime, and Dorian there in CSW.
Could we see a cult of Omega come up again, maybe?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, well, it was just, I was just throwing that out.
Well, hey, you know, but you never can tell because CSW, the House of Hardcore, is also the House of Surprises, so you never can tell what's going to happen there in Mossy Head. So what are we rolling on to now, Internet?
Well, I think right now we're going to take a break. Coming up next, we're going to talk about the main event, and then after that, we're going to grade the show and pick match of the night.